What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Kai, and in today's video I'm going to take you on a grocery haul with me. I'm going to show you some of the things that I eat to keep my calories low while I'm on a cut. Not only keep my calories low, but keep me satiated, keep me nice and full. The easiest way to maintain a diet is not to feel hungry, because the minute you start feeling hungry, you start going off on things that you shouldn't eat. So I'm going to take you through a grocery haul with me, show you some of the things that I eat, some of the things you can implement into your diet that'll help you keep your calories low. All right, let's go grab some food, but first, cue the damn intro. So I have it all laid out for you here, and I'm just gonna go through exactly what I got. Got some of these rice cakes. All right, so I always check the calories on there. Each one of these have 35 calories. These make for a great snack when you're low on calories. Something else I love are these fiber ones. It's hard for me to get my fiber in, and this one here is the protein one. So per one, you have 140 calories, 7 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, 6 grams of protein. Not that bad for a little snack. These here are the wife's. She is now gluten-free, or so she says. So we're trying out a little gluten-free diet for her. I also picked up some gluten-free bread for her. This is a staple in my diet, Fiber One. So this bread is a lifesaver. It's white bread. I don't really eat wheat. There's not that much difference in calories per se. I highly recommend. There's 100 calories per 2 slices, okay? There's only 1.5 grams of fat. There's 4 grams of protein and 24 grams of carbs per 2 slices. That's hard to come about. And then it's pretty high on fiber. There's 7 grams of fiber on that. All right, so like I said, this bread, definitely a staple in my diet. When I am dieting, I eat this bread because it's super low on calories, etc. All right, now, this bad boy. If you're not eating egg substitutes, you're not dieting. Okay, these are a staple in my diet. These are a super easy way to get your protein in, all right, and keep your calories low at the same time. The macros on this is 25 calories per serving. Each serving has 5 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat, and less than 1 gram of carbs. So literally, it's just protein. I usually put about like 5 servings in my omelet. Like I said, a staple in my diet. If you're not eating egg substitutes, you're dieting wrong, all right? Also something to crave my sweet tooth, these juices are delicious. There's literally 15 calories per 8 ounces. All right, so I would recommend something like this if you crave juices. I usually don't really drink juice. I keep this around for the days that I'm craving a little something sweeter. 3 grams of carbs, 0 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat. All right, moving on. We have milk. Usually I do 2% milk for the first half of my diet. When I am getting closer to the end of my diet, I switch to fat-free milk just to save the calories. 80 calories per 8 ounces, 0 grams of fat because this is no fat, 8 grams of protein. So super high on protein, low on fats, low on calories. Something else I love, these are great, very, very high on protein, very low on everything else. You have 80 calories, 12 grams of protein. There are a bunch of different flavors. Try them out. They're usually all 80 calories. All right, so give that a go. Now, something else that I enjoy is fat-free cottage cheese. This is actually very high on protein as well, low on calories. You have 80 calories here per half a cup, and that's 0 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, 14 grams of protein. So if you're looking for a nice protein source, cottage cheese is the way to go. Butter, obviously, when I'm cutting, I don't use any regular butter because that's super high on fat. This is 0 calories. This has sodium and things like that, so I would be more aware of that. But if you're just tracking your calories just cause, I wouldn't really track this. All right, moving on. We have the cheese. This is also another staple in my diet. I love cheese. I have both options here. I have the reduced fat cheese, the fat-free cheese, super good on calories. You have 45 calories here, 9 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs. So basically just protein again. If you're making an omelet, again, if you throw something like this in your omelet, which is the egg substitute, and then you throw something like this in your omelet, you're eating a lot of protein and not that many calories. So it's very, very satiating. That omelet's gonna be very satiating, especially if you throw, you know, something like, I have red bell peppers here, green peppers. I cut these up, I throw them in my omelet, and I make a nice fat omelet for a very, very low amount of calories, okay? And since we're here, I have some fruits, bananas. I'm like a monkey. I love bananas. Very high in calories though, very high in carbs. So, you know, I fit them in where I can, but I try to get a lot of my carbs through fruits, because obviously they're a lot better than getting it through any type of junk food, all right? So strawberries, key, because you can throw these in your Greek yogurt, and that's delicious, a delicious snack. A little secret for y'all: I do strawberries, I come here, I grab a Greek yogurt, and I crumble up one of these. Instead of throwing like granola in there, because granola is super high in fats and stuff, I crumble up one of these and I mix all three together, and trust me, that is probably one of the best things you're ever gonna have. And it's super low on calories, very high on protein, because you got the protein in this, you got the protein in this, they're low on calories, and then you add the strawberries, which is, you know, low on calories as well, some carbs because of the sugar, but makes amazing snack. All right, moving on. As far as greens go, this is really the only vegetable I like, unless I'm eating like a salad or something like that. I'll have leafy greens, but these are really the only greens that I eat, and they're very nutrient dense. So I mix them, you know, if I'm having a steak, if I'm having chicken with rice, I'll steam some of these up, and I just fill up on these. Okay, there's a lot of fiber in these. Keep you nice and full. Okay, so I would recommend, if you're not a fan of greens, to at least try the broccoli steamed. You can throw a little salt, a little pepper on there. It's actually pretty good. All right, moving on. We have some avocados, super high in fat. They are good fats, but you know, sometimes they just don't fit my macros. The wife enjoys them a lot, so we keep them around. Sometimes I might have a little something, but very rarely do I eat avocados. I'd rather get my fats from somewhere else. Another quick snack here that I recommend would be cheese sticks. So this one's the Weight Watchers one. All right, so it's actually low fat, really good snack. It's 50 calories per. All right, you got 6 grams of protein, you got 1 gram of carb, and you got 2.5 grams of fat. I mean, if you can fit those, these are great to, you know, throw in a lunchbox for a snack or something like that midday. Okay. I usually don't eat frozen foods, but I do keep some around for the days that I'm a little busy and I just gotta grab something, throw it in the micro or wherever. These are actually one of my favorites. They're not anything healthy at all, but they are pretty good on the macros. I fit them where I can. Per serving, there's 150 calories. There's 4 grams of fat and 10 grams of protein, and pretty low on the calories. Delicious, little delicious snack if you're looking for a little cheat. Okay. These are my secret. I can't believe people don't know enough about these. Halo Top. I tell everyone I live by these. They are delicious. They're ice cream. It's a full pint. Okay, so it's 280 calories for this full pint of ice cream, which I find insane, because it actually tastes really, really good. Definitely recommended. If you have a sweet tooth and you love ice cream, this is the way to go. If you eat a full pint of like Ben & Jerry's, you're looking at like 3 to 4 times this amount of calories. So I would recommend at least trying some of these Halo Tops. This is the one with the lowest calories here, I think, or maybe it even goes down to 240. I'm not sure. Usually either I eat half. I probably wouldn't eat a full one. And if I do, whatever, it's 280 calories. It's not that bad. It's actually pretty good on the macros. Looking at about 20 grams of protein here, because it's times 4. We're looking at about 40, 50-ish grams of carbs, and looking at about 8 grams of fat, which is actually really, really good. So yeah, I recommend these Halo Tops if you have that sweet tooth. Picked up some Uncle Ben's. Can't go wrong with little Uncle Ben. What up, Uncle Ben? Usually cook my rice in the pan if I'm in a rush. It's always good to have in hand some of these. I keep these in the storage for the days that I don't have rice ready. Throw this in the microwave, 90 seconds, it's donezo, ready to go. Thank you, Uncle Ben. Moving on, we have turkey bacon. Bacon, but not as good. Obviously, anything that's less in fat is not going to be as delicious. Fat makes everything delicious. So when you're on a diet, just know that you got to go low fat on everything. Everything's going to taste a little bit blander. It's okay. It's something that's going to be over with in a few weeks. So just stay with it, okay? But yeah, great source of protein, very low on calories, very low on fat, which is obviously when you're dieting, what you want to look out for is the fat, because fat adds up. Moving on, I got some salmon. I usually throw a little teriyaki sauce on this. We bake this with a little teriyaki sauce, not too much, nothing too crazy. I do account for it, so whenever I eat this with the teriyaki sauce, I account for the teriyaki sauce, and I obviously account for the salmon as well. You always wanna account for the sauces you put on things. Like, I also bought chicken, so if you're gonna cook this chicken with any type of sauce, I wouldn't recommend, if you're on the end of your diet, I would keep it as clean as possible. But yeah, if you're gonna throw any type of sauce on anything, sauce obviously has a lot of calories. You want to account for those, okay? But yeah, picked up obviously some chicken breast. You can't be dieting without any chicken breast. That's crazy. Super lean. It'll keep you nice and full. Chicken is a great source of protein. Definitely recommended. Obviously, everyone eats chicken on their fucking diet. Something else that I enjoy is ground beef. Very easy to make. I just literally grab this, I throw it in the pan just like that, and then I'll throw some onions, throw some peppers in there, let it cook, and that's super lean. Obviously, you can go even leaner than the 93. I like to actually enjoy a little bit of fat in this, which isn't that bad. There's 8 grams of fat per 4 ounces. So every 4 ounces, there's 8 grams of fat. There's 23 grams of protein on there, and obviously 0 grams of carbs. So a very great source of protein. A little bit high on the fat, but I make it work. All right, and last but not least, I have a little soda water here as well. Gives you a little something to taste on, a little something to sip on, with obviously no calories. All right, so I throw that in there as well. Alright guys, and that brings me to the end of this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you were able to take away some of the things that I eat in my diet, implement them in your diet. Obviously, that's not everything that I eat, day to day. That was just a grocery haul. So that was just some of the things that I eat. I implement a lot more into my diet. But that's, the basics of it is trying to keep my calories low. You have to count your calories. You won't be able to lose weight just by eating certain things. I posted a video on Instagram about how I was gonna post a video on things that I eat, and people were really excited for the video. Hopefully I didn't disappoint. But mainly, like, the point that I'm trying to make here is that you do have to count your calories. There's no way around it. Yeah, you can lose weight if you're going from a 3,000-4,000 calorie diet and you start cutting things out. You're gonna lose weight, but then you're gonna hit a sticking point where you're not gonna be able to lose any more weight, and you don't know where to go from there. And the reason is because you're not counting your calories. If you don't know, how many calories you're eating, how do you know what to take away from your diet? It's really hard to do without that. I recommend getting a coach. I do online training. I'm not saying hire me personally, but I do recommend getting a coach, because a coach can tell you exactly how many calories you should be eating, and they can gauge your progress. If they see you're not losing any weight with the calories you're eating, they can change things. I know where to take calories from, or where to add cardio, where to add certain exercises. I know what to change to keep your weight loss progressively going down. Okay, so it's definitely recommended to get a coach. But besides that, the main part of this video is just to show you some of the things that I eat to keep my calories low. Maybe you can implement them in your diet and maybe start losing a little bit of weight. Even if you don't hire a coach and you just want to change certain things, the tips that I gave you in this video are very helpful. Take them for what it is. Obviously, you don't have to eat what I eat, but the main topic of the video is to keep your calories low. Okay, so just try to keep your calories low. There's some of the things that I eat that aren't as delicious as some of the things that you're probably eating because of the calories. So, try to keep your calories low. If you're on a diet, you're on a diet. Food shouldn't be, the taste of food shouldn't be your #1 priority. If you're on a diet, your #1 priority is keeping your calories low. And obviously with that, everyone wants to eat something that's, tasty. So, not only trying to find something that's that's low in calories, but also tastes good. So it's a balance of things, okay? So hopefully this video was helpful. I can do a more thorough video if you guys want. Let me know in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, obviously support your boy, comment, subscribe, and definitely like this video. It took me a lot of time to do. Walking around with the GoPro on my chest looking like a fool in the supermarket, it's not the easiest of things. I did it for your entertainment. So drop a like down below, all right guys? And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.